Garden. Hello! Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Heavy Metal Pete, and today I will be hurting myself for your entertainment. You like the sound of that? My kind of audience. At the end of the show, I will be using this bed of nails for a difficult, dangerous, death-defying stunt known as the Sandwich of Death. Thank you. Both of you. All right, I was sort of hoping for some kind of reaction to that statement. Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, please humour me, okay? It will really help this show if every time I say something like Sandwich of Death, you could all go, ooh. Otherwise this show's going to go down like a Led Zeppelin. Let's give it another go. A difficult, dangerous, death-defying stunt known as the Sandwich of Death! Very good. Now, before we get to that part, there is one thing I'm a little concerned about. Later on in the show, I require this balloon. Now, I don't know if you saw me setting up. The first one I tried to inflate burst a little prematurely, which is not something I have a huge amount of experience of. I will hasten to add, I'd rather it didn't happen again. You seem friendly, would you mind looking after that until such times as I need it? Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Covent Garden, before we get to the Sandwich of Death! Before that, I have a couple of other tricks I would like to show you. A couple of tricks involving a bullwhip and some spaghetti. Now, I don't know if any of you know anything about whips or indeed whip cracking. If you do, then you'll already know that this noise is a sonic boom. What that means is when a whip cracks, it is moving in excess of 740 miles an hour, therefore breaking the sound barrier. So, this shot I'm about to attempt, if I miss, then this happens to my fingers. Now obviously, the shorter the spaghetti gets, the greater the chance I'm going to miss. I normally find by the time the spaghetti has got this short, normally by that point, I would have had some... Oh! Alright, okay, hang on. That's taken me back a little bit. Normally, my audiences are a little slow to respond to that stunt. Normally they don't think it's dangerous enough. Don't know about you, what do you reckon? You want to see more danger? Yeah. What about the rest of you? Ladies and gentlemen, Covent Garden, if you would like to see more danger, say yeah! Yeah! Alright, tell you what, I'm going to make this more dangerous in two ways. First of all, rather than using this fairly small 4-foot whip, this time I'm going to use my 7-foot whip, which is of course considerably longer and therefore considerably more likely to cause me injury. And rather than holding the spaghetti in my hand, this time I'm going to hold it in my teeth. Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I manage to cut down these spaghetti strips without losing my sight or my sense of smell, you all know what to do. That's clap, those of you on the pub balcony. I'm not sure how sozzled you are yet, how clear I need to make things. Here we go. Brushed the bridge of my nose that time. Thank Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Covent Garden, I reckon that signals a perfect point to move on to the main part of the show, which is where the balloon comes in. Thank you for looking after that. I see that is, yeah, if you could hold that in the air, that'd be brilliant. Thank you very much. Now, to perform this stunt, I'm going to require the assistance of an audience member. So if the first person to raise their hand would like to come and join me on the stage, that'd be marvellous. I apologise for the subterfuge. As you can imagine, it's not always easy to get a volunteer, so chicanery is sometimes necessary. I will do my best. What is your name? Nice to meet you, Kirsty. I'm Pete. Kirsty, if you might kind of join me behind the torture apparatus, I'll explain how this is going to work. At the end of the show, I am going to remove my waistcoat. Thanks. And I'm going to lie down upon these sharp spikes. I will then take another set of equally sharp spikes, and I'm going to place some spikes down upon my bare chest, just as if I was inside an Iron Maiden. Your job, Kirsty, I'm glad you got that, is to stand up atop the whole thing, crushing me between the two spiked layers. Now, this is a fair bit of responsibility. After all, I could be killed, though it would be something of a mega death. So there's a few heavy metal fans in the crowd. Anyway, as I was saying, Kirsty, a lot of responsibility. Are you up to it? She says yes! All right, Kirsty, this is the finale. That means it comes at the end. You have to hold on here for a couple of minutes. There's one more trick I'd like to show these people. Fantastic. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have one more trick I would like to show you, for which I require one more volunteer. Your hand definitely went up first. Do you want to come and assist? Thank you for volunteering so promptly. If you'd like to come and join me just over here. What is your name? Nice to meet you, Grace. Where are you from? Covent Garden City. Cool. How old are you, Grace? 9. Perfect. And one more question. Grace, do you know what exploitation means? Good. Right, Grace, I'm going to give you a big introduction, and I'm going to get all of these people to clap and cheer for you. I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, from Covent Garden City, Grace. When I say Grace, when I say Grace, I would like you to stride confidently to the centre of the stage and take a bow in a rock star fashion. Yeah? And give us a sec, I'm just going to have a quick production meeting with Grace. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you're probably all already quite aware, it is not an easy thing to do coming out on stage in front of this many people, especially when you're only 9 years old. So, when Grace takes her bow, everybody, please give her the rock star welcome that she deserves. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Covent Garden City here to make her West End debut, please give it up for the one, the only, the amazing Grace! Amazing Grace, did you like that? Grace, that was a fantastic entrance. So, are you ready to start this show properly? Okay, hold on a sec. Kirsty, may I have the balloon, please? Thank you very much. Grace, if you'd be so kind as to follow me, and if I could have you stand in just there for me, please. Facing that direction, taking hold of this balloon by the knot in your right hand. The other right hand. Now, Grace, remain facing straight forward. Nothing else matters. That was a Metallica reference, by the way, for those of you not up on the old heavy metal lingo. Grace, from this point on, it becomes very, very important that you don't move. Okay, I'd suggest maybe taking a few steps back, Kirsty. Thank you very much. All right. Grace, are you cool with this? You seem a little bit unsure. Grace, do you think I'm going to try and burst that balloon with this whip? No. I'm going to use the big one. So don't worry, Grace, there is nothing to worry about because I am a crack shot. So that's my favourite joke in the show. All right, Grace, tell you what, can you extend your right arm for me, please? That wants to be as far away from your face as possible, basically. No. Marvellous. At this point, everyone knew this side. Can you do us a favour? I tried this at the beginning. Would you mind moving right up to the edge of the rope? It's just a health and safety thing. It stops people walking through the stage while I'm messing about with whips. Same over this side. If you are watching the show, and several of you certainly appear to be, would you mind? Thank you very much. It helps me out immeasurably. All right, here we go. I'm going to give this a count of 3, okay, Grace? Folks in the front, later on I'm going to move you forwards. I'm going to wait till there aren't whip cracks flying in your direction, because I'm good like that. All right, here we go. 1! 2. 3. Grace, where the hell are your parents? Were you going to stop me? No! All right, Grace, go ahead. Relax. Grace, I have never seen such reckless disregard for a child's safety. At least, not since yesterday's show. Grace, I've had a better idea. I could whip that out of your hand. It isn't actually a very difficult shot. But if my insurance company found out, I would be in so much trouble. So Grace, I'm going to do an even better stunt instead right now for all these people. I'm still very impressed with you. You are incredibly brave. A lot of kids would have run to the hills rather than do that. Thank you for laughing. You were rock solid, and I think you deserve a prize. So Grace, I'm going to give you £5 at the end of the show. Great. There's one more thing I need a hand with. It's really easy. What I like to do is go back to your family over there and look after that balloon till I need it at the end. Is that okay? Amazing, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Grace! Contortion is the art of twisting and bending the human body into places and positions that it's not necessarily meant for. In this case, in this instance, I will be twisting, bending, and indeed contorting my body through this size 10 tennis racket.
Can you still hear me? Yeah! Okay, my body through the racket. When the racket touches the ground, everybody clapping, cheering, screaming, whistling, etc. Okay? 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 Not very flattering, this temperature. Yeah, I know, it's horrible. Scream for me, London! It is now time for
The sandwich of death! And that is where you come in, Kirsty. Thank you for your patience. If you'd like to come and rejoin me behind the torture apparatus, very shortly I'm going to lie down upon the bottom set of spikes. Once I'm lying down, I would like you to place this set long ways upon my chest and stomach. Once that is in position, listen carefully because there are 3 important rules for my safety. Relative safety. All right, now, Kirsty, just before I do this, something I've got to ask, for insurance purposes, how good is your balance? Rubbish. The kids watch you walk into tables every day. This is not a problem. I planned for this kind of eventuality. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may or may not be able to imagine, balance is a factor in this stunt. So for the last 5 minutes of the show, I'm going to have to ask for another 2 adult volunteers. Sorry kids, got to be a grown-up for this. All I'd like to do is to stand either side of Kirsty with your arm out to help steady her. Okay, Emma and Elias, before Kirsty steps up onto the spikes, I'd like you both to extend an arm in her direction. Kirsty, before you step up, I'd like to take hold of the wrist to either side. Now, Elias and Emma, you're not taking Kirsty's weights. That is not the idea. You're just helping her to balance. If Kirsty wobbles, I bleed. That's not funny. All right, where's Grace? Grace, this is the point where I need the balloon. Would you like to come and rejoin me centre stage? Grace? Bloody hell, they like you. I have to ask for my applause. Grace, do you know why I've needed that balloon the whole show? Okay, if you hand it to me, I will show you. The reason I needed this was to prove that these are, in fact, razor sharp. I think I've made my... Thank you, Elias. Kirsty, thank you so much for your help. You have been an absolutely fantastic volunteer, and this show would not have been half as good without you in it. You've been very entertaining. For that, I'm really, really grateful. You thoroughly deserve your prize. That is for you, Kirsty. That is for you, Grace. We're not worthy. Sorry, a lot of names for me to remember, and I'm very forgetful. Thank you so much. And Grace, don't put that in my hat at the end, okay? Sometimes my volunteers do. You earned that. I'd rather you kept it. Have a lovely day, my dear. Thank you again. The sandwich of death! You two there, would you do us a favour? Can you see that gap in front of you? You wouldn't mind filling... Oh. It's alright, it's just my OCD playing up. It annoys me, a gap in the middle of the stage. Thank you very much, my dear, for being so accommodating. Right, let's do this. Sorry? Am I sure? It's a bit late to change my mind now, isn't it, Elias? Oh, apologies for the view, stage left. Okay, Kirsty, may I have the top set of nails, please? Yeah, I can adjust it if needs be from where I am. All right, do you remember I mentioned 3 rules? Well, I did. First rule is try and stand in the middle. It doesn't have to be exact, just do your best. Second rule, please step on right foot first. I'm not going to ask you how much you weigh. I've been told that is a rude thing to ask a lady. But if you step on with your left foot, I get all of your weight all at the same time, somewhere. I don't particularly want it. It's not that kind of show. Third and most important rule, no jumping up and down. That's not a joke, okay? Somebody did once do that to me. Please don't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the longer this lasts, the more painful it becomes, and the greater the likelihood of me sustaining lasting injury. I'm gonna try and manage 10 seconds. Once Kirsty is standing on the nails, I'm gonna shout go. When I shout go, I would like every single one of you, as loud as you can, in unison, to count down from 10. And when you get to 0, that's a great time for clapping, cheering, screaming, etc. And a good time for you to step back off the nails. All right, just quickly, Elias, could you grab my pillow for me, please? If you stick that under my head, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm likely to get uncomfortable. Yeah, it's more comfortable than it looks, Elias. All right, Emma, Elias, and Kirsty, I'm ready when you are. I'm sure. Go for it. Okay, go! Everyone!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Would you mind? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for counting so slowly. Folks, please give it up one more time. This is not for me, this is for all of my amazing volunteers. Give it up once more for Grace, the undisputed star of this show. Give it up for Elias and Emma for coming out to help so swiftly at the end. And of course, give it up for Kirsty, who I suspect really didn't want to be doing this, but did a fine job regardless. Thank you all so much for your help. Have a lovely rest of your day in Covent Garden. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Heavy Metal Pete, and that was my show. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone still here who didn't just do a runner as soon as they'd seen what they wanted to, because there's one final thing. Ladies and gentlemen, the exit to this show is through here. Thank you very much.